Welcome to Miami. It's time to find out what's happening on the flip side. You're tuned in to On The Flip Side. I'm your host, Aubrey Aquino, and this time around we're coming to you from Miami's Wynwood district. Straight ahead on the flip side. Michael Jordan marks a decade of his annual celeb golf outing in the desert. And we've got the Vegas event highlights from the links to the red carpet. Then NFL vet Bryant McKinnie shares details about the mission of his first trip to Africa. Plus, a Sacramento Kings dancer who's helping take her team to the top. Celebs and sports stars accepted invites to Michael Jordan's 10th annual golf invitational in the desert. On the flip side, see who's par for the course.
Jordan, he's a beast at it and a pretty decent golfer. I won't play him for money though because, you know, I don't want to crumple his empire. So I let him hold on to what little he has.
No, it's not Michael's year. Sorry, Mike. But as defending champ, I'm just going to have to represent, and maybe we can get in the final group together.
Well, I can only do one at a time. Yeah, we're going to have a great day. It's exciting. Everybody's here and having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had great fan turnout here. And, you know, the tournament, I mean, you're here to see Michael, which is great. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. The course looks amazing. And you don't even feel like you're in the desert, which is kind of cool out here.
You're the biggest fish. Hey, man, I am saving you guys. Hey, I'm saving you guys. Get on one knee.
One knee.
All right.
Hey, you bottle.
Yeah, great putter. Now I can putt. That's the best thing about me, my putting.
I chatted with him last night, and I said, "How you playing?" He said, "Terrible." So I don't know. If he's going to win, he must have a loaded team, maybe, huh?
I'm a very old man, and I'm playing against all these athletes who have been so great all of their careers, and I've learned over the years that if you get an athlete who loves golf, give them a couple of years, they can end up being golfers instead of athletes who like golf.
Go. Right. Sweet.
When the sun went down in Sin City, MJ's guests took to the red carpet at Aria. It's a photo op on the flip side.
And Mike's right here. You got him, Tommy? That's good.
Yeah, we having a good time.
Yeah, good?
Good time.
Robin?
It feels great because when you're giving back to the community, you're giving to a great cause, it makes you feel good. Just, you know, giving your time, giving your money. And we support Michael in all his endeavors, and he's a great ambassador for us because we look up to him of giving back to the community.
Michael's great. He's doing good. He's having a lot of fun. He loves golf. I mean, absolutely, positively, indubitably loves golf. So it's this is a great venue. It's for a great cause.
Minnesota Viking Bryant McKinnie recently returned from a missionary trip to Africa with fellow NFL teammates, and he sat down with me to talk about his amazing experience.
Well, we went to Gulu, Uganda, and then Kigali, Rwanda. It was a missionary trip put together by Pros for Athletes. The purpose of the trip is to do missionary work. Like while we were there, we did Feed the Children. We did we passed out hearing aids provided by Starkey Hearing Aid Company. We dug wells, for water and everything. Built a foundation for schools. I mean, we did a lot.
Start off by telling me, how did you get involved, and who were the guys that specifically went with you on this trip?
Adrian Peterson is actually the person who got me involved, and of course, he's an alumni from the University of Oklahoma. But he's my teammate, so he would tell me about the year before when he went and how he, would like for me to go into 10. He just said it would be a good experience. I'd never been to Africa, and that was something I would like to experience, and then actually going there and seeing how it really is compared to what you see on television is a big difference. And this year it was a total of about 10 NFL players. You had myself, Santonio Holmes, Roy Williams, Adrian Peterson, Tommy Harrison, like 2 other rookies, Larry Fitzgerald. It was a few of us.
Did they know who you were and what you were there to do? Or, I mean, how do you introduce yourself?
They knew that we were American football players. But I think the kids were just excited that people would come to help from the United States, because like we gave out shirts and beverages and snacks and stuff to some schools, and they were just so appreciative, and I just feel like their respect level is a little different over there. Like they still have like tradition, and they just have a lot more respect. You can tell that they respect the others a lot more, and there's no back talking. There's just a little more discipline to me.
How did you communicate with like the kids and the local people, like the language barriers or slang or even cultural differences?
Actually, in Uganda, a lot of them speak English, so that was the easy part for us. Now, when you're in Rwanda, a lot of them speak French, but you still always had a few people that would be able to translate, what we were trying to say. And actually, when it came to the hearing aid part, that was probably the hardest part, because you had some people who never spoke before and that grew up that were deaf. So trying to get them to tell us if they can hear what we're saying, was a little hard. And we would take like our hand and put it under the throat and be like bop 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 bop, because that was something basic that they could hear, and we felt like they could repeat. And some of them were repeating it back to us, like we were letting them know to speak, to let us know if you hear what we're saying. And some of them, I think, was just so shy at the time. Just being able to hear for the first time, that's just different. And then some got up and was excited, and it was all type of different reactions just for being able to just let them have the opportunity to hear. You had to go through a lot. We had to take about 10 shots, because it was my first time really taking malaria pills, things like that. So it was a lot of work going into it. Every morning you had to get up and put on your insect repellent, spray off, put on your sunblock and all that. Became a whole routine. You had to sleep with a net over the bed to protect you from mosquitoes and all type of insects. It was pretty different. We were just put in some situations where you just probably weren't as comfortable as you're used to being home, so it kind of made you, really just realize how blessed you are to have the things you have and not take it for granted, where some people will complain, but it's just like, this is how some people are living, and they have no problem with it. They're happy, they're fine, and we just had to make some adjustments.
The Sacramento Kings dance team currently holds the title for NBA's Best in the West. Meet Katie. She's just one of the reasons for the team's Purple Rain.
My name is Katie. This is my 5th season with the Sacramento Kings dance team, and I'm from Hillmar, California. Dancing for the Sacramento Kings is special because we have the most dedicated fans in the NBA. They are not only fans of the Sacramento Kings, but they're fans of the dance team as well, and they're really supportive. My most exciting memories with the Sacramento Kings dance team would be the opportunities I've had to travel internationally. I've been to the Philippines, China, and most recently Iraq, which was a really fulfilling experience. Fans would be surprised to learn that I manage the dance team's social media channels. It allows us to engage with our fans and hear feedback from them, and it allows us to showcase how the dance team is on and off the court. On the flip side, I'm training to be a yoga teacher. I also love to travel and experiment with vegetarian cooking. The Kings dance team is the best dance team in the NBA because we work really hard on and off the court. We also strive to be role models in the Sacramento community. A message I'd like to send to fans is that the Sacramento Kings dance team is a dynamic group of women. We're not only talented dancers, but we have ambitious career goals as well.
That's going to do it for this edition of On the Flip Side. I'm Aubrey Aquino. Thanks for hanging out with me in Miami's Wynwood District, and be sure to come back to see what we've got going on the flip side.